Oh.
After 14 years, Vera's about to call it a day on the detective career in 2 feature-length episodes.
They are, of course, star Brenda Blethyn, who joins us now, along with her beautiful dog, Jack, who's actually quite a big star around here this morning. He's been here before. Look how chilled out he is now.
Jack has had several times on This Morning, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
So let's have a look at it.
He has. Let's have a look. Oh, look. So he's just in love with you. So he loves you so much.
He's got separation anxiety. He thinks I'm going to... If I turn my back, he thinks I'm about to leave him. Yeah,
Oh, bless
So when you go up north to film Vera, what does he do?
Do you take him everywhere?
Yeah, he comes with me, but there's a very nice lady who looks after him, who I think he likes more than he likes me.
That's always the way, isn't it? Yeah.
Not true. By the looks of those pictures, anyway.
So, Brenda, 14 years, 112 hours of drama, 1 iconic Ray Mac. You're calling it a day?
Yeah, I know. I've loved every minute of it, but I suddenly realised I hadn't had a summer with my husband.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd quite like one.
Aw.
So it was time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's such a beloved character. Why do you think she resonates with so many people? What is it about her, do you think? Obviously, the Mac we love and the app.
Well, the writing's always so good. The stories are good, and they're true to Anne Cleeve's creation. And there's no threat. If you're sitting at home watching, there's no threat. She's not reliant on lipstick. She hasn't just stepped off a catwalk. And there's nobody lusting after her, I don't think.
I'm sure there is. We just don't know. We just haven't gone with those storylines.
Yeah. And it's family viewing.
Yeah. But it's kind of her greatest strength was always that kind of every man, every woman sort of feel about her, wasn't it? But I love the story when you first opened, or you first reading Anne Cleeve's original books, and I thought, what have we got here? Vera's mentioned when she arrived, her entrance was described as a church banged open and in walked this great lummox of a woman like a bag lady.
And this was halfway through the book.
Did you think this is not me?
No, I thought, why have they thought of me for this part? And I read on, absolutely love the character. So
She's such a good writer, Anne Cleeve.
Oh, she's fantastic.
I love the Shetland series as well.
Yeah.
So
she and I have been to Iceland recently, had a great time.
How was it? Was it good?
Iceland Noir. Oh, it's fantastic. We were there when the volcano erupted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
incredible.
Did you ever, when you started in the first series, did you ever think she was going to be such an iconic character?
No, I mean, I knew that the stories were good and the Adrian Shergold, who directed the first one, did a fantastic job. So we all knew it was good, but that's no guarantee it's going to be made into a series. And so we were delighted when we did hear that they were going to go ahead with it.
Mm.
So the last series, the last day, how was it? Was there many tears? Was it emotional?
Yeah, there
really?
was. Yeah, from not just me either.
Jack as well?
He was there, yeah. Yeah, he was.
Jack did classic dog when you say his name.
But the production values on the show are so good. Everyone got on so well. There wasn't an ego in sight for the whole 14 years. It was just great.
Knowing it's your last series when you're doing it, are you approaching every day with that kind of lovely, do you know what, I just feel great about this, and you know you made the right decision?
Well, in quiet moments when I'm working, I'm absolutely full on, giving it 100%. But in a quiet moment, I sit down and think, oh, Lord, I've made a terrible mistake here. And when it comes to March...
when you're normally filming?
Yeah, when I'll be packing my bag to go up there.
Well, you never know.
I'm going to be miserable.
But Brenda, you only get one life, don't you? And you've got to, take advantage of what you want and try different things, and your gut tells you what to do, doesn't it?
Like you said, it's the simple things in life, like just having a summer. With family.
Just having nothing on your schedule at all. Just to do something on a whim.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
But I've made a film, actually, since I finished Vera.
Yeah, is that the Dragonfly, is it?
It's, I think, now called Dragonfly, with
Andrew Reid.
So hold on a minute, Vera's hanging up a coat, but you're not?
No.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
You're not hanging up your coat?
No. Well, I just stepped in to help them out, really. So they'd lost one of their actors. Someone had to withdraw from the show, and the start was imminent. And they said, "Would you consider doing this?" I said, "Oh no, I haven't unpacked yet." And I thought, let's have a read, and I loved it. So yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah, Poetry Williams.
That must be the nice thing now, isn't it? You can start to look at different scripts, and because it's obviously, you know, you love it, but it takes up so much of your time. But now you're able to sort of take the other opportunities.
Yeah, there's one project I've been trying to get off the ground for ages. It's a sort of delightful story. The writer lives in Ramsgate as well. And it's called Galina Petrovna's Three-Legged Dog Story. I would just so love to get
Don't tell Jack, he won't be happy about that.
Yeah. Whoop, one.
Three-legged, exactly. No, not all mine. I don't want to roll in that.
What do you think you've learnt from Vera, playing her for all these years, 14 years? What do you think you've learnt from her? It's a good question, isn't it?
It is a good question, and
If you don't say so yourself.
I've learned to speak up. It is a good question. I've learned to speak up for myself, and I didn't so much before. I was always often bothered about weigh things up before I would give an opinion, because fearful of the reception of an opinion. But Vera's not.
Yeah.
At all. She calls it like it is. And I just love the woman.
Brenda, what can you tell us about the last couple of episodes?
No comment. Sorry.
Oh, she's not telling us anything.
Good question, good answer.
Well, listen, she's such a beloved character. We've loved her. That Mac, the hat, everything. Did you steal those, by the way?
I do have a Mac and a hat. Yeah,
brilliant.
I
She's
do.
got a Mac. She's had a Mac.
Of course she has.
So we got. Don't open it. It's like.
I'm not going to open it. Just picking it up.
Oh.
This is a present from us, because obviously you've done your time.
Yeah.
Vera's done her time.
Thank you.
You're allowed to open it.
You can open it.
Oh, I say, thank you so much.
It's a little carriage clock because she's retired. Well, I hope she's retired because you won't tell us about the last episode, but yeah.
We've engraved the back of it as well for you.
It's engraved on the back. I think it says DCI Vera 2011 to 2025. With love, ITV's Vera.
I'll cherish that. Thank you so
Brenda.
much.
Welcome.
The first of Vera's final 2 episodes.
I've got some fish in my pocket.
Oh, yeah, give him a little spread.
give him
an ITV1. There we go. ITVX tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, listen, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.
Listen, I love the first series, man. Because I remember, because it was you, and I was like, oh, shit, I love mine, so I stuck it on. And then, because I'm just used to you doing, like, gritty and raw and dark. And then within 5 minutes, I was like, wow, this is totally different.
Yeah,
but I was in. I just enjoyed that.
This mad left turn, mate. Like, I'm really... I'm chuffed to be part of something in Scotland that's got such ambition. You know, it starts essentially the Scottish story about, you know, people working offshore. My dad worked on oil rigs and all that kind of stuff. So when I first got offered the thing and read it, I thought it's going to be about these hard-drinking men and social strife. And then it just goes off on this wild thing about these ancient beings and sort of global-scale end-of-world events. You know, I'm really proud of it, and that's the beauty of a returning series, that the first one you're setting it up, but the second one we're just straight in and it's game on.
Yeah. How lovely to be just given a second one just like that. I mean, the success of the first one has been immense. I'm binging this over Christmas. The picture on it looks out of this world. It looks insane. But it's all filmed in Scotland?
Yeah, again, that's something fair play to Prime and Wild Mercury. You know, they've really invested in Scotland over the last couple of years, because growing up as an actor, there used to be everybody would come up, shoot their 3 weeks on location, go to Glencoe, go to all these beautiful things, and then go down south for the studio stuff. So the fact that we can keep there, you know, we've had Batman and Indiana Jones and all that stuff, like the industry up there has really taken off. So I'm really happy with where we're at the minute. And I said, being part of this show, something... Because you've watched the first series, when that helicopter took off, we didn't know where we were going. We thought we were going to sunnier climes.
Right.
You know, we were all hoping for the Bahamas or something, but what the art department have achieved, you know, replicating the Arctic Circle, and then the special effects this year as well, they've just really stepped up their game. It's amazing. I mean, it kind of deserves to be on a big screen.
Because we're used to seeing you, like, and what I loved about Line of Duty was it was such a slow burn, right? So it's BBC Two and then BBC One, and then it became this. So it's probably till like third, maybe fourth series that really exploded, right? Whereas this launched worldwide, like.
Again, that's the power of Prime, man.
That must be
it's
quite exciting.
270 countries, I think it went on the same day. You know, cinemas don't even have that reach.
Yeah.
So it is. It's quite. It's an amazing and also quite daunting when you know what's going out and that stuff. But it's I really think they've stepped it up. They've invested in it. So fingers crossed, you know. And coming out on January 2nd, everybody's skint. Everybody's had their Hogmanay, everybody's had their Christmas, everybody's ready for a good binge, so yeah, fingers crossed.
And this has got a supernatural feel to it, you know, you uncover this, the ancestor.
Yeah.
Is it nice, because you've never really done that before, have you, having that supernatural
Yeah,
element
it's interesting, like old Ian Glenn, Ian, old Rada darling, you know, it's lovely watching him, because, I mean, he's worked with dragons, you know, that kind of thing. So it's great being with a team like that who really, you can let go and really kind of let your imagination run wild. But I think with this, you know, with David McPherson, the world he's created, you know, it's this kind of climate change thriller. But I think with all that stuff, just make it entertaining first, you know, and then get the message in, because it's escapism. The news cycle at the minute is just relentlessly depressing, you know, and people just want to tune in and switch off for a while. So make it entertaining, and if you can slip in a message, then...
So the end of the first series, there was kind of, like, seismic, catastrophic kind of climate event, and we sort of didn't know what was happening other than the fact you were in this helicopter. What can you tell us about the second? We see you there, you're up there.
Yeah, so we've this sort of huge tidal waves battered sort of the east coast of Scotland, but Greenock was okay. That was part of my contract. So you know, we're dealing with the devastating after effects of that, and our little core group who kind of are aware of what's caused this thing. There's a great line by Mark Bonner in the first series that if we keep punching holes in the earth, eventually it's going to punch back.
Yeah.
And you know, we've awoken this thing. And the second series is all about this deep sea mining. And David, again, he's ahead of the curve with this stuff, because you can see in the Norwegian Parliament all this stuff's going on, because it's the last untouched bit of earth, and we're already going down there and just sort of dredging it for everything for its worth before properly exploring it. So he's ahead of the curve in that stuff, and it's
He's really done his research, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he knows it. But again, I think that's what really feeds into it. Like me reading it, then you start falling into. So hopefully you're just slipping in a message for people.
Line of Duty, we've got to ask you. I mean, you're here. Will it come back for another series?
You know what? It's.
You get asked all the time. I'm
The day people
sorry.
stop asking about it will be a sad day. Like, I'm chuffed that there's still so much love for it. Actually, Vicky called us all last night and ordered us. She can be quite bossy at times. That we're having our Christmas FaceTime drink tomorrow night. But yeah, well, I mean, there's no immediate plans. But and again, hopefully we do one time, but you'll hear it from us first.
Oh, thank you. And I cannot wait to watch this. It looks incredible. And thank you for coming on and how busy you've been.
Can I just say as well, I got right into that Christmas tree segment. Oh. That was really good, yeah. The pink one was a shocker.
We should have rated yours.
The Rig returns to Prime video on Thursday, January the 2nd. Thanks, Martin.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning. It's a series, it's just kept on giving. Brought two different families together after a boy from Billericay in Essex fell in love with a girl from Barry in South Wales.
And after all that comedy and chaos later today, we'll all be sitting down to say goodbye in the last ever episode of Gavin and Stacey.
But will we finally get an answer to this festive cliffhanger?
Will you marry me?
What?
Marry me.
So what did Smithy say to Nessa's proposal? One man who could tell us...
And I'm sure he will. Spill all the beans.
Uncle Bryn himself, Gavin and Stacey star Rob Brydon.
I could.
You could?
I could tell you.
Do I need the thumb squeeze?
Well, I always like it when you bring them.
Rob?
Just for Christmas.
You don't have a drink.
No.
Terrible about that.
Yes.
No.
Jace, please, if you would.
Well, look at that.
She's our festive fairy.
I mean, the budgets on Doctor Who have gone down, haven't they?
It's a bit darling.
What would you like, Rob?
There you go.
Hello, Josie.
I got Bucks Fizz, I got champagne.
I'll just have some champagne, but thank you. It's lovely to see you.
And you. And
yes.
it was Prosecco, actually. We couldn't push the boat out. That would be a lot of money.
Sorry, you're here now, though.
We don't treat you.
Thank you, Jose.
All right, bye, guys.
Rob.
See you later.
Careful, she's taking the rug.
Hey, easy.
She's taking the rug.
See you later.
So, can you... Merry Christmas.
Can
you tell us anything at all?
No, not really. This is one of the most secret... Being involved in Gavin and Stacey is one of the most secretive things. Nobody is more secretive than Ruth Jones. I always say, if she turns out to have been working for Russia these last 20 years, I go, yeah, right. I can accept that.
Yeah.
But you've read the script. Do you remember the first time that you read the script? Did you read it to your wife, and did it cause
Yeah,
tears?
we were away, I think, and I was in the back of the car. And I was reading it out, doing all the voices, you know, and there were parts in it that got me genuinely emotional just from reading it. And then when we shot it, because we all knew it was the last time we would be together, because you see a lot of the cast at bits and bobs, you know, round and about. Yeah. This would be the last time we'd be all together. It was surprisingly emotional. Not just the end. I knew the end would be emotional, which indeed it was. I mean, everybody was in tears. But all the way through it, you just have little moments where you'd look across at someone you'd known for so long. Because I went to school with Ruth, so I've known her since I was 14. Yeah. And, it was... I mean, you were saying, well, that VT was playing, what a lovely thing to be part of. And that's how I feel about it. An absolute treat of a part for me and a great thing to be part of.
You so rarely get a chance to have those moments in broadcasting, television, whether you're acting or whether you're hosting, doesn't matter.
Because shows end, you don't know they're going to end, right?
Absolutely, right.
So this was one where, and what was lovely was the creators made all the decisions. The creators, Ruth and James, decided this is when it's ending on their terms, and they've made, I think, a very special show.
But also to do something that you're so proud of as well, but for it to be so popular.
Yeah,
like, it blew everything else out of the water. What was it, 11.6 million?
Well, and then that went up.
And then on top of that, after that.
Well, when we went Christmas shopping about a week or something before Christmas and we were in Selfridges, and my God, the number of people that came up and they were excited and they were saying, we can't wait till Christmas Day, we've got to know what happens, we can't wait. And you see in their faces, you know, just how thrilled they were.
Give us just something, anything, just the little...
A morsel.
The soup song.
What about your character?
Uncle Bryn wears beige clothes again. How about that? How about that?
Mail online.
I don't want to give anything away because I think that the stuff they've provided in the show will be a very satisfying view. Yeah. And also, I don't want to be the chump who let something out of the bag. Sure. Oh, that was great. If only Rob Brydon hadn't gone on this morning on Christmas Day and said...
Rob, you've been part of so many great series down the years, and you're an actor and you're a broadcaster, so you get sort of like all the sides of the coin. What is it about this show? What is it that's chimed, do you think, down the year? Like, they're so observational, so brilliantly observational how they write, and there's so much empathy in that script. And
I think the first thing is the quality of the writing. It's so taut and economic. There are no wasted words. They also have the gift between them of writing beautifully rounded characters, and at the same time, they've got a soap opera writer's sensibility of moving the story on with pace. So, and then the cast, you've got Alison Steadman is in it, you know. It's a very talented cast, beautifully cast. It just ticks all the boxes, and I'm so glad
She's so
be
good,
here.
Alison Steadman.
Yeah.
Now, we had her on the sofa recently, and you end up doing a deep dive on research.
Yeah.
You just realise what a career she's had.
Have you seen her in the Robbie Williams film?
No, not yet.
She's great in that. She plays his nan, and she's wonderful in that as well.
What about Uncle Bryn? Because Ruth wrote that essentially for you. How will you feel when you finally hang up that beige suit for the last time?
It's a funny thing because you don't feel it that way, I think, when you're in it. Because, you know, whenever I do a live show, there's always I'll do a little bit of Bryn in that. So I don't feel like it's gone away. The feeling when we shot the last scene, which is the last scene in the show, and that's not always the case, you know, you shoot stuff out of sync, but they saved the last one till last. So that was...
Yeah.
Now, that was emotional. And then I felt, wow, I won't be playing him again on the TV in this environment.
Can we talk a little bit about The Tiddler as well? Because I'm of an age now where my son is obsessed, or I've become obsessed with...
Highway Rat.
Exactly. All the Donaldson books and the Sheffield books are so good. And you've been a part of how many of them now?
All of them.
Everyone.
All of them. So, and again, that's another great thing to be a part of. This year's is Tiddler. I saw it just the other day. It's beautiful animation, some wonderful young voice actors in it, actually, who really bring it to life. Don't build up your hopes with me too much. I am a fisherman. This one's just a tiddler. Better throw him back in. That's it. I'm an anchovy. Follow me.
be?
And I think I'm a whale. I don't know. And that's about it.
It's almost Sugar Daddy-esque, isn't
Sugar
it?
Daddy Ken in Barbie.
What's been your favourite
remains my shortest role. But the film, the thing I've been in that's done the best is the thing I'm in for the littlest time. So if anybody is thinking of casting me and you want your project to really go through the roof, have me in for 5 seconds. Because that's what happened with Barbie.
Yeah, gold. OK, so you normally host Would I Lie to You?
Yes.
Are you any good at working out, do you think, if people are or they aren't?
No, not really. And worse still, from when we record it to when it's broadcast, I've forgotten.
OK, well, we're going to put you to the test.
OK.
Even though you just told us you're rubbish at this.
Yeah.
We're going to see
I am rubbish at it.
Your favourite show, Benny, isn't it?
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
So both Ben and Alison are going to tell you either a truth or a lie.
One of my favourites was when Josie was on and she had to try and explain to Shirley Ballas what an areola was. Do you remember that?
Is this the true story?
That's a true... That was from Rob's show. That was from Rob.
Yeah.
She didn't know. She didn't know.
No, not
West Ham's goalkeeper, French goalkeeper. That's true as well. OK, so we've got a lie and a truth.
Yeah.
Between us, Rob. You've got to try and work out which is which.
OK.
Go on, let's...
So I once played tennis at Cliff Richard's house, but after having a shower in his bathroom, I noticed there was no towel. However, I was too polite to ask for one, so I had to drip dry.
Yeah, that could be true.
Yeah.
Alison?
Well, my father was Muhammad Ali's bodyguard when he come to Birmingham. And one day he brought Muhammad Ali to my house and my dad and Muhammad Ali started sparring and accidentally my dad punched out Muhammad Ali, literally knocked him out, and he was on the sofa
Alison,
for the afternoon.
you can stop there. It was great until my dad knocked out Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
I say Ben Shepherd is telling the truth.
I am telling the truth.
Yeah.
You're obviously better than you thought.
Alison, if you'd stopped Dad.
I know.
My dad in Birmingham, I thought that, oh, my God,
Yeah,
that's
that bit is
true.
That is true. That bit is actually true, but...
Well, you went too far.
I'm sorry.
But Ben drip drying in Cliff's bathroom.
In Cliff's bathroom.
There's
That we can believe.
That's clearly plausible.
In Portugal. And then we went and had lunch in his kitchen and we had some of his beautiful wine because he had a Portuguese vineyard. And it was very special.
Do you know he cooks a lovely Christmas gravy? He's been on the show before.
Doing his
He
Christmas
cooks
gravy.
a lovely Christmas gravy.
Yeah. But take your own towels if you go and need a shower, because he doesn't necessarily arm the guest bathroom with towels.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.
So, on Boxing Day, Outnumbered returns for the first time since 2016. 17 years since the show began, and several feet taller, and inches indeed. The Brockman kids are back. Tiger, Daniel and Ramona join us now. Hello.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Hey!
You're not kids anymore, are you?
No.
Not anymore.
No.
Do you still get recognised when you go out and about?
I get recognised sometimes. It's certainly less frequently than... you know,
so you can live a normal life now?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it happens, and I do appreciate it when it happens a lot more now, because I'm actually like, oh, you know, someone still knows.
Oh, you remember?
But back in the day, I mean, you know, it was a lot back in the day.
Daniel gets recognised all.
Yeah, I do.
Because you are literally just an older version of you.
Yeah, I know. And it's the hair. When I had a shaven head for a lot of my teens, and it went down then. But as soon as I started growing it out again, and also that I think that overlap with the COVID, everyone's on streaming services all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's so lovely to see you. And Ramona, obviously, you must be still quite close, the three of you.
Yeah, we are. We've always tried to make an effort to meet at least once a year. So other than COVID, we always meet up, and our mums are very close as well and stuff like that. So when we were younger, they would sort of make sure that we all met. But no, yeah, we're still very close, which
You're
is really
basically
nice.
the comedy version of the Harry Potter kids, aren't you?
Thank you. Finally, someone's
our
noticed.
WhatsApp group. We need to change it.
Yes. What's it called at the moment?
I think Outnumbered fam. And it's only the kids as well. The parents aren't.
No one else is allowed.
Yeah.
Do you have, you probably do, but do you have distinct memories of getting the job and the time? So what your...
So, yes, I do. I was 10 when the whole thing started.
So young.
So I've got some fairly firm memories. I remember seeing Ramona come out of the casting room you know, long before it all started. But I know these two have got slightly different answers because they were younger.
It's fuzzy. I remember the audition process solely because it was based around the improvisation aspects of the show, and so it was completely unlike any other audition I'd done, where you just go in and start talking about, you know, why should you stay up later than 9 p.m. And that was the audition process. Basically.
Yeah,
it was just
mine was the same. It was like, oh, this is your dad. He's trying to watch he's trying to watch a football, but you're just trying to distract him. And that was the audition.
That was the audition?
Yeah, it was just, I guess, us coming up with, like, little things.
So where did the three of you get the experience of doing improvisation, especially spontaneous improvisation? Because that's not easy to do. Where did that come from? Did you go to drama school? Did anyone teach you that? I mean, that's incredible.
All our faces were like...
Yeah. I will blow our own trumpets a little bit here, and I think part of the reason that we got the gig is because that was just sort of a natural strength of all of us. Because my audition was the same. I remember my first audition was, you've come home from your first day at big school, you're not very happy, Dad's trying to get out of you why you're not very happy. It's because you're being bullied, but you don't want to tell him. And so we just sort of played with that, and it was just, you know, just the conversation kind of just seemed to flow. They asked me back, did a different situation, conversation seemed to flow. So I have to say, and these two especially, working with these two, they were fantastic at it.
I think they specifically maybe went for kids that were quite chatty, because I think I was like that. Just, I think, kind of the directors, their sons went to my school, and I was at a birthday party, and that's when they were like, oh, would Ramona like to come for an audition, because she's very chatty.
Were you chatty or cheeky?
Probably both.
I was...
Naughty and talking lots and lots and lots. And I think you talk a lot as well.
I think we were
probably just
argumentative kids.
But for me, that's the beauty. That's why I always loved the show, is because it never felt like you guys were trying too hard or remember too many lines. It felt like you were just natural performers, just almost to kind of like playing in the sandpit and just really enjoying every, and that's like a testament to the casting directors and how they made it, but also a testament to you, because like you didn't. I mean, when you're young, you never feel that sort of pressure, I suppose, to you.
I think as well, testament to the directors and everyone on the show and how they made it, because it was kind of thing of like, if I said here or there, that was fine, or if you swapped one word for another, that didn't matter, if you needed to pick up from the line before. So it was all very like, you keep the energy going and you kind of keep the scene going, not lots of stopping, like, so I feel like that created like just a good atmosphere. We looked very natural because we felt very comfortable.
Yeah, very relaxed.
So fast forward to the Christmas special now. How have your characters changed, and what have we got to look forward to? Because I'm very excited about this.
So, the change in Jake, my character's life... sorry for smashing the mic. The change in my character's life is my character's now father. He is a very loving father, but as a young father with a young child, he's experiencing some of the difficulties that I'm sure lots of your viewers can relate to when they had a young child. What about you two?
Go on,
you go first.
Well, I feel like Karen, she's changed, but also I feel like she sort of stays the same, almost like she's got that very Karen-ness, and like her role in the Christmas special is kind of that Karen thing. She's kind of working behind the scenes. She's got some stuff boiling, sort of schemes going on. Like she's sort of got her eye on everything.
Got a job and stuff, or?
Well, I guess you have to wait and see. But actually,
tell them about the job.
Well, it's not. It's sort of actually. What's interesting about the episode is there's not too much of that, or where exactly have they been, what exactly they've been doing, which we were saying is almost quite natural, because sort of when you see your family, you're not sort of going, oh, remember when you were doing that thing?
No, you don't.
Actually, you're sort of just in the moment catching up, how's this and that, but you're just, especially at Christmas, there's lots going on and stuff, so it's quite nice actually, you're more seeing the characters, how the relationships have changed between them.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's why I said go first, wanted to see if she had anything better, because mine... Basically,
the same.
Similar point, like, obviously there's not going to be hella exposition because, you're going to see a family. But, yeah, it's just a kind of mature or more mature version of Ben. So the Ben-ness is still there, but he's not, and a 25-year-old running around. Yeah, exactly. He's not a 25-year-old sticking his hand down the side of the radiator. Yeah.
But not far off.
Yeah, we have to wait and see.
Do you get a little bit of a say, though, the fact that you do improvise it, do you get a little bit of a say on where you would like your characters to be heading?
So I think this was actually a kind of an interesting thing of the build-up is we hadn't seen Andy or Guy, the right directors, in a long time. And we went for dinner with them while they were still in the writing process, and we think that obviously that none of that was quite explicit. No, it wasn't explicit, but they just wanted to see what we were doing in life, and I feel like they built our characters kind of around that and merging who we are now as actual people with kind of what you can imagine Ben and Karen and Jake being like 8 years later.
Was it a nice dinner?
I was going to say.
Lovely. It was lovely.
Going for dinner now is a bit different to going to dinner then.
I know.
Like, you get a Happy Meal back in the day, and now you can have a couple of glasses of wine.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't this the first time you've been on set without your parents having to be there?
Yeah, because when we did the Christmas special, I don't know about you, I think both of you, did you have a chaperone for the Christmas special in 2016,
No,
I think it was?
Yeah, right.
My mum still came, so my mum was always my chaperone.
She couldn't give it up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, because you were so young then.
Yeah, I was still young.
Sorry.
I was 15,
Oh,
so...
gosh.
But it wasn't weird not having her there, but it was almost like I missed her a bit, and I was sort of wanted to tell her about it because it was sort of she was as much part of it as me, always because, you know, she'd be there, our mums would be chatting and having lunch all together and stuff, so that was always nice. So I kind of missed her a bit. I was like, oh, like, I wish you could see what's going on. But it was quite different in that, like, obviously before we were younger, we only had a set amount of time each day that we were allowed on set. So as soon as, like, they weren't filming, they'd say, it's Ramona, OK, let's get her off to tutoring or whatever.
So you'd have a tutor for
Whisked
3
away.
hours? Okay.
Yeah, or there'd be, like, an hour of tutoring, half an hour of tutoring, just between, like, whatever. So it was quite nice to not have to be whisked away. Like, if I wasn't in the scene, I could sit and watch what everyone else was doing. So that was quite nice.
That's literally not doing GCSEs. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was nice not to have someone kind of going, oh, right, let's get her off. You have to go to the tutoring. And
God, your
like,
brain
no.
must have been all over the show back in the day. You must have been so tired.
We were in that tutoring. It was a tiny room. We were sort of bouncing off the walls. Like, I don't know what we were doing. It was always wild.
Was there ever a stage when, obviously, you've been these massive children's stars, was there ever a stage that was difficult transitioning into adult life?
I mean, there's a, you know, I certainly found it a little bit difficult at times, and you know, I'm not a complete. I wasn't a crazy teenager, but just sort of, you know, maybe wanting to have a drink at 17 years of age or something. You know, you couldn't really do that in public and things like that, which, you know, just, you know, people were trying to take pictures of me and get me in trouble and all that kind of thing. But in general, the whole process of going up on TV, I think, was overtly positive and allowed me some great opportunities and stuff. But yeah, that was the only thing. People taking pictures of me in situations I didn't want to be pictured in. I'm like, stop it.
I guess you sort of fall out of love and then fall back in love with it to a point.
Yeah, I mean, like, for instance, the last series we did especially, you know, we were in that kind of awkward pre-teen phase, I mean, us two at least, and so that series in particular, I remember, that time I remember not struggling necessarily, but being just kind of more conscious, whereas coming back now, you're still conscious as an adult, but way less anxious, like kind of way less consumed by all those, pre-teen anxieties and everything,
Well, guys, this is going to be a huge part of the Christmas schedule. We're so excited to see it. The Outnumbered Christmas special is happening on BBC One, Boxing Day at 9:40 p.m. We're so excited. Yay! Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What's your Christmas plans? What are you doing really quickly?
Really quickly, I will be having a day off on Christmas Day because I'm in Panto in Basingstoke doing Prince in Sleeping Beauty at the Anvil Arts.
Yay.
Good luck.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I'll be back in Wexford with my family, leaving later today.
Like you, Ramona?
I'm just going to be with my family. Really nice. My sister's moved to Amsterdam, but she's coming, and I haven't seen her in like 6 months.
Oh,
so that'll be
wonderful.
lovely.
Have a lovely Christmas Day tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning. Here to tell us about the festive edition of Telly's favourite guessing game is Mo Gilligan. Hey, Mo.
Yes, Mo.
Thank you, so, you know, you guys, I call you guys my TV auntie and uncle. Do you know that?
Oh,
I'll take that.
I actually love when you call me Auntie Alison.
You're Auntie
I love
Alison.
it.
Sometimes I say Auntie Al, and people's like, who's that? And I'm like, please, that's my auntie. To you,
I
it's
love
Miss
it.
Hammond.
It just shows such a respect. It does.
No, it has to,
It's
every
lovely.
time. Yes. And
Also,
same with Dermot.
when you're holding on to, like, uncle status, it's like, that's OK. That's pretty good. It's like, oh, you're like my dad. You're like, yeah. I get a lot now, it's like, oh, can I have a picture? I'm like, yeah, sure. It's like, my mum really loves you.
What, you don't like me? Just your mum. But listen, we're so excited about this Masked Singer
yes.
Christmas special.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine Boxing Day without our Masked Singer.
Yeah.
It's such a great show.
Well, this is the thing, you know, Christmas time, everyone wants to play games with each other.
Yeah.
So you get one on ITV at 7:30. Do you know what I mean?
But
so,
the only reason I'm
vibes.
tuning in is to see what you're wearing. What you're wearing.
Oh, I don't...
And you've got a nice outfit.
I think I haven't gone flamboyant, but it's very Christmassy.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I've got a nice green on there.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean? Got the tie, the cufflinks. Yeah. Smelling like Paco Rabanne on a Tuesday night. It's doing the thing.
And Joel, is he killing it?
Oh, no, Joel, sometimes like, I look
gold.
at Joel.
He's going to be in gold.
You know, like, I'm like, oh, bro, like, why are you looking that good, man?
He looks quite velvety.
Tell you what I love about Joel. What Joel's
maybe
outfits.
velvety.
He always commits.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You can't go that outlandish.
He goes the
Yeah.
full way.
Goes,
So- gotta go for
always
it.
commits.
Yeah.
It must be a lovely gig for you, the Masked Singer.
It's lovely,
You
the
know, you're
Masked
out there,
Singer.
you're touring, you're doing your stuff.
Yeah.
You work so hard and everything else
No,
you do.
it is.
And now you can relax.
Masked
Yeah,
Singer's just a bit of fun, right?
Because it's not a show. We're not like judges, like deciding someone's future.
Yes.
We're just discovering who it is, and you know, we call ourselves detectives. I think when I first joined the show, I was like, I want to get them all right, and sometimes we have a name, and we're like, I'll wait and see what everyone else has to say.
Yeah.
But it's such a fun show. I meet so many cab drivers, and they're like, oh, mate, I'll see you on the Masked Singer. You know, you got that one wrong, didn't you? And it's just those moments that I really... But the kids, like, seeing the kids in the audience, they absolutely love it. And I think that's what it's really about when you do a show like this. But, yeah, I love doing the show. It's such a... I'm always dad dancing as well. Like, I am grooving. They're like, Mo, who did you guess? And I'm like, sorry, me and Davina were, like, doing a little boat ball around there.
Just like a little party for you. Just having fun. I love the judging panel, though.
I love the judging panel, but I love that you're so right about the kids. And also, half the time, the kids take off the mask, the kids are like, nothing, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's so... Why do you think it is so successful? What is it that we love about seeing someone we can't recognise?
I think it's that tune in next week. It's that old school format of TV where you're like, you don't know this week, so you've got to tune in the next week. I think a lot of TV now, we can watch the box set
immediate,
whole,
isn't it? Yeah.
And this is like, you don't... And even if you think you know, your friends or your family member will say, I don't think it's that person. And even I've been there. I've had arguments with my mum, and I'm like, Mum, I was there. I know who it is. And she's like, no, I know who it is. So.
And the thing is, with this show, you don't tune in till next week. It's literally done and dusted in one show.
Yeah, so
that must have been nice.
I think that's the nice thing with a Christmas special, because you see all the reveals. There isn't a, obviously with the main show, you get to see each week, and it kind of builds up the momentum. But the Christmas special, it all happens. You see the characters, you see the surprises, you see the performances, you see them where you think you know who it is because of the clue, and then they start singing, and you're like, OK, I definitely don't know who that is.
Yeah. The costumes. I mean, those guys... Like, it looks like a classy show, man. You know, they put money into those costumes. Look, we did I think we did a piece a year or so ago, didn't we? We went down to where they're made.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Alison was in
there. Yeah, I did, but I didn't realise. I'll be honest with you, I didn't realise how... We haven't got a clue. We'd have to pay for it.
Something.
It must be paid. You pay for this. I'll be honest with you, you can't see anything. It's boiling hot, and then you've got to remember to sing.
You've got a nice voice, so you...
And they all thought I was like Katie Price. They thought I was taking it. I was like, do you think I was that slim? I was like, yeah.
You was good on it.
I thought you meant Katy Perry.
No, Katie Price. They thought I was
like
Katie
Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh.
They thought I was Katie Price. They thought I was Gemma Collins.
I said Gemma Collins because there was like a bit of an Essex twang.
Yeah.
I can remember, yeah.
Davina, she can't believe it.
How hard is it to sing in the costume?
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Because you've got a nice voice.
You've got all the equipment and everything. You think you've got a nice voice, but inside and you're boiling hot, it's so different. Have you ever tried it?
No, I
Why
never
don't
tried
you like go and try on one of the outfits afterwards?
I generally want to be in the costume, and then I see them having to sing, and they've got to do the dance numbers, and I say, I'm all right.
What song would you sing?
I've got some pipes.
What's your go-to karaoke?
Ooh, my go-to. Ah, man, you hear me? Okay.
You had to do it.
You have to do it now. What would you sing?
I sang something in the car.
Yeah, go on.
And I was like... Go
on, drop us a beat.
OK, here we go.
What do you need?
Soul. What was it?
Sing some soul. Show us some soul. I didn't know you've got a voice.
I sung something really good. It's going to come to me. I was so good in the car that I had to put the volume down.
That doesn't count.
And I was like, wow, was that me? What was the song?
Are you kind of like a car singer?
What you got for me? You got some Luther? Got some George Benson?
Yeah. Like, I've got the... Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I like those... that's what I was singing. Lisa Stansfield, she's one of my favourites, man.
Oh, what
Being
tune?
around the world now.
I can find my baby.
I don't know where, I don't know
You just
why.
wanted to sing.
Why he's gone away, but I can...
Tell us...
I know you done it. You said, you sing. Anyway.
Welcome back to our entire relationship. Mo, you got some great guest judges this year, though.
We do.
Tell
yes.
us, come on.
Yes, we've got some
Spill the
great.
beans.
We've got some amazing. There's some I can't say for the actual series, but for Christmas special we have we got French and Saunders.
Stop it.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you actually joking? I used to watch them as a child. Did you used to watch them?
Do you know what? For me, I sit next to so many people, and I'm like I want to ask so many questions. What was it like filming this, or what was this like? And then you kind of have to be like professional and not kind of be a fanboy as such. But it's nice when people join the show and they have it with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
Because they then guess people they know and they've worked with. And I think that's the nicest thing when anyone comes on as a guest judge. You guys need to come on as guest judges. That would be great.
We should do that.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it any time,
Sounds
Mo.
a lot easier than-
Do you run things around there?
Listen, I'd take 10%, put it that way.
Well, listen, we're really excited. So good to see you, and we're excited that you're going to go back on tour.
Thank you so much.
So that's The Masked Singer. It's a Christmas special, Boxing Day, 7:30 on ITV1 and ITVX. Thank you, Mo.
Thanks, Mo.
Coming up.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.
It's the biggest panto of them all.
No, it isn't, is it?
Oh, yes, it is, yes. And I know it never gets old, ever, ever. And as Panto at the Palladium returns for the 9th year with a production of Robin Hood, we're joined now by Maid Marian herself, a.k.a. Yorkshire royalty, Jane MacDonald.
Alongside one of the merry men, Friar Tuck. A svelte Friar Tuck, played by Panto legend Nigel Havers, and making her debut, the ultimate baddie, the sheriff of Nottingham Western Star. Marisha Wallace is with us. The whole... Welcome, one and all.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, absolute pleasure, an absolute pleasure. I couldn't have picked a better cast. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And of course, you're joined by a celebrity guest as well. Is that every night that you're joined by a surprise celebrity guest?
I think it is.
Yeah, we've had some amazing people already. So Ian McKellen dropped by. We've had Jenny Eclair.
Paul Merton.
Yeah.
David Williams.
Yeah, Jason Donovan.
Paul,
so it's just great.
Do they sort of eke out their parts depending on who you've got?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Sometimes
How long did Serena get?
I'm doing a bit of...
And Jane, have you got some real bangers for us?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm so lucky to be, being with such an amazing team of people, having such fun, and yet being able to belt out some amazing songs like You're My World, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, The Hand That Leads Me.
And I
It's
love
just
listening
great.
to your voice.
I
think you've got the most beautiful voice.
That's so kind, Nigel.
I can't
Thank
tell you how it moves me.
Oh, bless you.
It's amazing. Like, I stand in the wings and get to watch you because I come on after you and go, whoa, and ruin the whole moment. It's amazing.
And you've got an incredible voice too.
Thank you.
I haven't really got a voice. I just lark about.
Well, you've been doing it for 9 years. You've been a very good larker.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm a
9
larker.
years in a row.
I'm a larker.
You're a larker.
He's a champion larker, that one. Isn't he?
He's very good at it. You enjoying it, Nige?
I do. I don't. Sometimes I don't know what scene I'm in or what year it is because they kind of blend into each other, as you probably know.
So we're putting Robin Hood out there. So how would we be familiar with the plot, or is it you're playing fast and loose?
I feel like I'm the only one that's like really going for the plot because my objective is to catch Robin Hood.
Yeah.
But Julie and Clary's like, hi, I don't care. Catch me if you can. I'm gonna wear this castle costume. So it's like we're both like, I'm trying to catch him, but then the plot is just going all crazy around.
Julian is incredible.
Yeah.
He's
So
extraordinary.
amazing.
What he does is just brilliant. And we've got Paul Zerdin doing his wonderful.
Yeah, he's something else.
Yeah.
He's incredible ventriloquist.
And I mean, Marisha, you're no stranger to the stage. You have starred in some incredible shows, incredible. But have you ever been in a panto, or have you ever heard of a panto? Because you're American.
Well, I went and saw it in 2019, and I hadn't seen any of it at all. And people were just like shouting out, "He's behind you!" I leaned over to the lady next to me. I said, "Do you have a script?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "Well, how do you know what to say?" She was like, "We just know." So they've known their whole lives, but no one told me. So I was like, people shouting out. And also, I was so used to the British audiences being reserved. And they were screaming and hollering and having a good time. I was like, I need to be a part of this.
So in America, they don't do pantos at all?
No. Well,
You're
they're starting
missing
to
a
do it
trick.
in some cities. San Francisco's doing it now. But, like, the tradition of panto is, like, not from youth.
And
like,
there's a reason,
it's
too.
there.
Because they think of Disney films.
Yeah.
And they're all quite serious, aren't they? But we take Cinderella or Snow White and just mess around with it.
That's the beauty of Panto,
Change
isn't
it.
It's just, I mean, it's quite hard to explain it.
It's like a musical on steroids, though.
It's not your first Panto, but it's your first Panto at the Palladium.
That's correct. I did one in Birmingham, which nearly finished me off, actually.
It's hard work, isn't it?
That was such a long one. But this is just sheer joy. It won, you're at London Palladium. It's like the biggest. And to be working alongside Julian Clary is just... I'm slightly in love with him. I know my character is supposed to be madly in love with him.
And you've been engaged for how long?
18 years.
Yes.
But he has a presence about him, does Julian. And you do find yourself slightly in love with him. He's amazing to work alongside. Very generous in all ways.
I'm in love with him too, even though he insults me.
But you like
constantly,
continuously through the show. Has done for 9 years now.
You love it.
And,
You must love it because you keep coming back.
The insults are getting,
Yeah. And is it good fun, like backstage? Do you have a lot of parties and stuff?
Well,
because it is hard work, isn't it, Panto? It's a lot of work.
I tend to make a dry martini at the end of the show.
Very James.
I deliver them.
He does.
Yeah.
What's your secret? I mean,
I think I once did it on the show here a few years back. I explained how you do it. You need a deep freeze comes into play. And
so if we rock up and we go to Nigel Haver's dressing room at the Palladium, you've got a little freezer in there?
Oh, yeah, you didn't have one for a couple of days. So you didn't make it at all because you were like, it has to be the deep freezer.
Yeah, it has to be the freezer.
It's amazing.
The glasses have to be frozen.
The glasses have to be frozen.
It's very Christmassy.
And then how quickly do you knock one up, like after the performance?
Yeah, it's pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm still in my dressing gown. Yeah.
I need to come for one. I haven't come yet. I was being a good girl, you know, trying to protect my voce. But now I'm just going to embalm myself with my It's fine.
Really? Nigel Havers is making bikinis.
I know, I'm going. I do know where to hang out, though.
It's something to look forward to after 2 shows.
And you can be too precious. You know, don't worry about your voice. As long as you're having a good time, get your sleep.
Yeah.
You know, and don't over... You know, but one martini on a night just relaxes the whole vocals.
See?
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
I think it does.
Perfect.
But the strange thing is, Nigel, we think you're quite synonymous with Panto, especially at the Palladium now. You've been there, but you're not a massive fan of Christmas, are you?
No, I tried to put it in room 101.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And I didn't succeed. But I just have a thing about it. I just think... I don't know what I think. I think it's just overcooked. Because it starts in October, and by the time it comes around, I'm just so bored with it, I just want it over. But I know that...
And then yours goes on till the end of January, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I used to love it, so I'm just finding my inner kid thing now. So I'm determined. You know, for instance, my wife said, you know, you never allow a Christmas tree, but this year we've got a big Christmas tree.
Good. Well done.
My wife is really happy.
Christmas.
You all seem like you connect so well. Like you really, really get on. Do you ever try and like put each other off? I can imagine Julian's a bit of a naughty one behind.
He's the worst.
Because I just laugh. I just corpse so much all the time. But I mean, we do get on. And if we make a mistake, we just stop and laugh, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
They just laugh on
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.
Can we just say the brief totally undersold that show?
Your face was amazing when that came on, yeah.
I was like, my God, I was going, that is never a cake.
James and Oliver join us now and probably are going to mess around with Who's Who for the next thing. That's incredible.
Yeah, so these bakers are the best of the best. We've got to add as well, there's two Brits in there as well. Based in America, but they came over to the studios, Warner Bros. Studios London, where we filmed the original Harry Potter films. And as we saw, like these bakes here, they've all got to be certain height. So there's one task there where you've got Phoenix. We were lucky enough to be the host of the show, so we got to see these up close. But we don't vote. We don't have a judging role of it. There's 2 judges who do that.
How much fun's that? Great. No pressure.
We just wanted everyone to do the best they can, and being around people who, like Oliver says, these are 18 of the best in the world. So they're paired into groups of 2, so there's 9 teams, and essentially over the 7 episodes, whittled down to the champion, like the Wizards of Baking.
How big are those cakes?
From between about 4 to 6 foot.
Yeah. They're so beautiful. Did you ever feel guilty,
100%, yeah.
tucking into
That's
them?
exactly that, and you could see that it was literally like our work of art. But ultimately, it is a baking show, so
Carl Hall and Joseph Yusuf, the judges, they're really great at explaining what it tastes like and what the flavours work and all this kind of stuff. So, but I can justify that they did taste as good as them.
Really? Which one absolutely blew you away, Oliver?
I mean, there was a lot which really stood out. I mean, even in the first episode, there's one which the one team did, which was a Patronus, and it was like literally looks like a horse's head. And I remember when we saw that for the first time, I thought, this is episode 1. Oh. And, you know, they just kept getting better and better. And it just shows that these guys, as I said, like, these guys are Michelin chefs. They are molecular gastronomists. They really know their stuff.
What a lovely meeting of worlds as well.
It was,
because obviously cakes are kind of alchemy, aren't they?
Exactly,
the great thing about them, obviously, you know, the Harry Potter, I hate to call it a franchise, because I like calling it like a world. That creation is so kind of, so just sort of multi-layered, isn't it?
Yeah, and like the cool thing about the baking as well is that they brought that to their experience with the film set. So there was one team as well who, well, every team did it, but they would say, right, I remember when I used to watch the first movie, we would go to the family lake house in Louisiana and we would have s'mores. So I'm going to incorporate s'mores into the bake.
Oh, that's so nice.
Or popcorn, because we'd have popcorn. Yeah, so they put their personal element into it as well.
Well, and also Zoe, who was she's from Somerset, so she actually included...
Oh, yeah?
Exactly. She actually had, like, apple crumble included, and I was like, yes, keep going, this is good. So, yeah, again, perks of the job is we learned to basically rock up to every table with at least a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon, and they'll give you some to try. So,
well, you say that, but I know you guys have got previous there, because when you were actually in the movies and you were so young, tell us a story about how you ended up with your eyes were too big for your belly.
Oh, yeah. So this is when we used to learn from the older actors. Like, I remember there was the one scene which was, I think it was in the first movie.
It's literally it was the first food scene we ever shot in a movie.
And everyone loves the food scene in Harry Potter, because, like, sausages basically.
And you're told pretty much, have what you want, just go nuts. So I can remember there was Oliver, myself, Rupert Grint, Matt Lewis, we were literally just go, eat. And I can remember looking up at the main table where all the adults were, and Maggie Smith was literally eating the tiniest nibble. And I can remember thinking, why aren't you eating all this stuff that you can do? Fast forward 3 days later when we're still shooting the same scene, and you still have to do the exact same eating. So anyone watching who's an aspiring actor, do not eat all the food in one go.
I still can't look at chocolate mice the same way.
You were such an integral part of Harry Potter. Like, you're still massive at the Warner Brothers studios. How did you get the part in the first place?
So my mum heard about the audition from a friend of hers. So it was an open audition call for all parts of the movie. And I remember it clearly, she put her head around our door and said, do you fancy trying out for the parts? And we were familiar with the books and the stories. So we said, yeah, why not? It's a day off school. And then off we went up to Leeds, and we had about, this is cutting it short, we had about 6 auditions in total back at the studios in London, and then we got the part. And
You weren't child actors?
No.
It's your first acting role?
Yeah. It was a good one to get, wasn't it?
Oh, my God, would say so. The best one of all.
We were talking during the break, like, the casting directors must have been so good at their jobs, because, like, they were all babies when you got the jobs. And then, you know, the progression of those films, it gets pretty dark quite quickly. And then by the end, you're dealing with some really pretty heavy subjects when you're coming into, young adulthood, I suppose. How old were you when you filmed the last 2 films?
We were like the oldest of the kids, so we were, I want to say, about 22.
Right.
Yeah.
We're probably the most immature of the whole cast as well, but
You're joined by some special guests as well in the show, aren't you?
Yes.
Who can we look forward to seeing?
Yeah, so that's what's great about when we filmed it, was that Bonnie Wright, who played our sister Ginny in the movie, she comes and joins for episode. Ivana Lynch played Luna Lovegood, she comes in. Warwick Davis, who played like 3 different parts in it. And that was what was great, because being on the sets, because we filmed these, so we had to film it at night, because the studio tour gets 7,500 people through a day. So that's the only time we could get on the sets. But being there with old cast members, we were literally all reminiscing about times we had there before.
It's so funny looking at you, because you're all adults. You know, because you just keep expecting to see these children. You forget people grow up. It's really weird, isn't it?
I mean, that was the weird thing about being in the Great Hall on the finale. I remember there was a bit of a moment where I suddenly stood back thinking, I never thought I'd be here filming again in this room. But in the finale, they get some Potter fans in on the tables, and that was a real full. We spoke about earlier off camera. It's a full circle moment.
Yeah,
I'm back here now. You know.
I remember watching that reunion that happened a couple of years ago. It's such a brilliant, lovely piece of television, because you also. Just gratitude was the overriding arc of it for me. It was just everyone just sort of just looking back at those times. Do you ever go to either The one up in, is it Leavesden, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or the one in the States. And do you ever just kind of like, kind of photobomb pictures and stuff like that when you're like...
No, because we've done it a couple of times at the theme park in Orlando. That's mainly because we get really well looked after. We can do every ride at Universal Studios in a minute. So, but no, the cool thing about it is the amount of people who still resonate with the films.
Well, people must freak out when they see you there.
A little bit. I told a story on another press thing we were doing a couple of weeks ago. Where I went to the theme park in Orlando, and we were just literally just passing through the Wizarding World part, and a girl clocked me, and she was like, but we had to keep moving because I had somewhere I had to do something. I was like, yeah, but no one's going to believe that you saw me. She kind of like, can I have a photo? I was like, yeah, sure. So that was pretty fun.
Well, the new Harry Potter series is coming back, so we will have some new Weasley twins. Have you got any advice for them?
Don't be as good as us.
All right.
That was it. The main thing I would say is just embrace the characters.
Yeah.
We found out how much they mean to people. Yeah, just enjoy and be yourself.
And have fun.
Have fun with it.
Well, they're such fun characters, aren't they?
The
punks of the...
They really got away with a lot of good stuff at the time, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, it's so strange looking at you. Sorry, I've been going... Because
She's getting a bit awkward now.
Yeah, thank you. I was trying to play
it cool, Gibson, play it
Thank you very much. Thank you. And now the first 6 episodes of Harry Potter Wizards of Baking will be available to watch on Amazon Prime from tomorrow, with the final dropping on the 20th of December.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.
Oh, memories. Memories, those were the days.
Yeah, lots of memories.
Do you remember filming that? Like, do you remember those clips?
I mean, that was filmed in Victoria by one of the directors who worked on Neighbours, a guy called Chris Langman.
Really?
Yeah.
Keep it in the family. Got your friend, your mates.
Who did Especially For You. Who did the Especially For You video as well.
Amazing.
But there was the shot on the mountain that was sort of the key shot with my guitar that wasn't plugged in. Yeah. You know, it became iconic, you know.
Yeah, but
I couldn't
you could
play
still
it
hear
either.
it.
It just looked fantastic, which sums up the 80s, actually.
Yeah.
Everything had to look fantastic.
So you did look fantastic back in the day.
Thanks.
And you still, what is the secret though? Seriously, Jason, because you still look great now. You're in your 50s.
I'm 56.
You look amazing.
Looking great.
What is the secret?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I work hard. I mean, I like my cold water therapy.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I did this morning. I got up this morning. I didn't really sleep well last night. You know, I've been working quite hard recently.
Coming on the show.
Yeah, I was nervous about coming on the show with you two. So yeah, I find that sort of, you know, just keeps me, you know, alive. Cold water. I don't try not to drink during the week.
Yeah.
I've sort of watched what I eat a little bit, not so much processed food, and keep a sense of humour.
Well, you look great.
Thanks.
And you've definitely got a sense of
And
humour.
you guys look hot too. Pre-Christmas.
We try, don't we, Bab? We try.
Warming up. Up.
Jason, tell us about the Doing Fine tour. When did you're out on the road? How do you put that tour together? What do you want out?
Well, I mean, it's called Doing Fine because I did a tour in 1990 called Doing Fine, and we were looking for sort of a punchy title, something that sort of, you know, was positive. And I think for me, Doing Fine in 1990 was my first real live experience, because up until that point I was a television, you know, TV actor. And I'd had these hits, and I sort of needed to learn the craft a little bit. But it was a baptism by fire. You know? I mean, it was huge. So, but it changed my whole perception on live work, and I sort of thought, you know, maybe it's a good thing to fast forward to 2025, Doing Fine 2025. A celebration of live theatre, live shows, live television, live life. I'm alive.
How does the tour work? Is it Q&A? Do you sort of
No. It's music. It's all music driven.
Performance-based.
Yeah, it's all performance-based. So it's all the songs. You know, I like to unearth some songs that I haven't done for a while. Video clips. I actually, funnily enough, recently found a clip of my dad singing from 1952, 53.
No.
Because with social media these days, people get in touch with you and they look through old archive footage.
That's what's great about social media sometimes.
So I found this clip of my dad singing, you know, I've got Terry.
Terry
St.
rocking it.
Terence. who's 89.
How's he
Wow.
doing?
Good genes.
He's stable.
Yeah.
He's stable. I mean, he's still telling the truth, which is always interesting.
Yeah.
But so I uncovered this sort of video of him singing I Got You Under My Skin, Channel 7 Australia, full orchestra. I mean, just to see that. So I'm thinking of maybe incorporating a bit of that footage,
nice.
you know, just sort of, you know.
Did he have a good voice? Was he, because we always know him as an actor, was he a good singer as well back in the day?
Yeah, he was a good singer. He did a lot of musicals, a lot of shows. Yeah, I mean, Dad's, you know, I mean, he's my hero.
Yeah, of course.
So.
And obviously we're talking about musicals. We can't
Yeah.
stop but talk about Rocky Horror Show, which I was in as well. I was
You
the
were.
narrator.
When I go backstage,
Yeah.
Alison, there's the bed in Rocky Horror. And there's all the people that
Everyone
have appeared in
signs it.
And
You're on it
your
together. No.
name is there as well.
I was actually on it with Duncan from Blue, but I heard you're absolutely incredible.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well...
How much fun do you love doing it? Do you like donning the suspenders?
Well, I mean, I get to be a rock star every night. You know, there's... As much as I've been this sort of 80s, 90s Joseph, you know, this sort of quite glossy figure, I always used to listen to Nirvana records, and New Order and, you know, and all these sort of more alternative...
There was all the cheeky darkness there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
But Jason, was that the first part you took that kind of stripped away that kind of image, I guess, and
the
do
good
something
boy image,
exactly, do something properly different?
Well, yeah, I mean, the 90s, I mean, were a pretty rough old time for me. I was working a lot of stuff out, shall we say. And, you know, again, having played Joseph, which was a bit Peter Pan-ish.
Yeah.
Great. I'm not denying that moment. It was wonderful. You know, I always wanted to be a bit alternate in my craft and do different characters. I mean, Frank is, you know, such a broad range of acting, singing. I mean, you get to be a rock star every night.
And you're going back to it. Do you reckon you're going to be able to, you know, cope with all the dancing?
I can do it. I'm amazing. I'm amazing.
You're smashing it.
I'm smashing it. I'm absolutely... You guys are smashing it.
No, but you're smashing it.
Pre-Christmas.
You're smashing it.
Musical, though. It's such a timeless musical now. What's Richard O'Brien like? Because, I mean,
Yeah,
that
what's
guy's
he
just
like?
a genius. Have you never met him, Al?
Never met him when I was doing it, no.
He's late.
I'd love to meet him.
I think he's 80s.
Yeah, he's 82, I think, now.
He's a lovely guy, you know. I mean, what an incredible... I mean, I think
what a legacy for him, right?
What a legacy.
What a great
and it
piece
was
of work.
groundbreaking in its time, not just from the songs, which are very simple, but you know, it's about dreaming to be different, and it's about misfits, and you know, the whole artistic look of that show was something else as well. So the audience are incredible.
I'm coming to see that. I'm coming to see the tour. I'm coming to see that. I'm literally...
I want you to come and sing with me.
I would... Oh, my gosh, that would be a dream come true.
Yeah. How is your singing chops these days?
Not too bad.
Oh, you got a lovely voice.
Me.
Do you know
I'm ready to go anytime. Anytime I'm ready.
You do have a lovely
What are you
voice.
doing for Christmas, Jason?
Do you know what,
I'm
Alison?
excited. Are you excited? Do you like... You're not a Grinch, are you?
I do love... No, I mean, he was...
Really Grinchy.
What a character.
I know.
What a character.
The guy's so good.
I mean...
You like Christmas.
I love Christmas. I love the lead up to Christmas. If I'm honest, about January 6th, I'd like to get on a plane to Australia, but I'm not doing that this year. What am I doing? I'm chilling out, you know. In fact, as of this afternoon.
You're just chilling.
Yeah,
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's Christmas this afternoon.
Yeah, my wife is a big Newcastle fan, so I think we'll probably head up there to watch the football.
There's a wife. What?
Yeah.
I'm only joking.
The last time I was here, you jumped on top of me.
That's because I was so starstruck, but I've been a lot cooler this time, don't you think?
Oh, ish.
You started out,
yeah.
Come on, let's give this a promo. The tickets for Doing Fine 25 tour and the Rocky Horror Show are now on sale, which is wicked.
Yeah, I'll be in Rocky in Southend, Edinburgh and Newcastle in the new year, but the tour's coming February, March.
Well, I've got to ask. Obviously, you mentioned it earlier that I should sing with you. Would you ever sing, especially for you, with me one of the days?
Do you know, Alison?
Be honest.
Look, I mean, there's only really one person that sort of works with that.
Fair enough.
You know.
It's got to be Kylie every time.
That's cool.
Innit?
That's cool.
That's all right.
I'm honest. I'm honest.
It is
At
what
least
it
you're
is.
honest.
You don't need to
I've always been very honest.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning. Oh, yeah. Strictly Pro, turned Dancing on Ice judge, and now forever known as Cyclone Legend. Oti Mabuse is here. Welcome to the show. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you not talking to me, Dominic?
Very simple. You know why I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
The day before she went in, I saw her, and we spent a whole afternoon together.
No.
And not even like, wasn't in front of cameras or anything. She said, no, you're very good.
I said nothing.
You should work as a spy or something.
Sued by ITV.
Imagine you
keep
can't
a good
tell
secret.
Dermot. He would literally tell the whole world.
Exactly. You work on this morning. Everyone would know
I'm
in the
very
morning.
good at keeping secrets. You're exceptional at keeping secrets. Well done. And congratulations.
Thank you.
You did so well. As far as I'm concerned, you was my queen. I was promoting her on Instagram and
You
everything.
were,
I wanted
thank
you to
you.
win.
Yeah.
I so wanted you to win. I mean, but it didn't matter because I feel like you won anyway just by going into the jungle.
Yeah, it was hard. I mean, the first person I called when I came out was my sister. She was like, Alison is amazing. Alison is a real one. Yeah, she was like, Alison is the real one. She's got your back. I was like, yeah.
I was voting and everything. I know I should be impartial, really, being a presenter.
So go on, give us your overall impression of your time in there.
Oh, I loved it. I know you had the same experience or a different one. But
and it's weird how you can have a different experience. Like, you loved it. I hated it. It's just, what is it that you love so much? Because I feel like it was the campmates.
Well, I do love my campmates. Honestly, I think the WhatsApp group is still going right now. But we were in a space where we were able to just talk about things that we were going through or our childhood or things that we have been through. And I think we all first learned that the more we talk about things, the more we get over them and they don't hold us back anymore and they don't hold power over us anymore.
Yeah.
So I think as the show was going, because the day feels like a month, as it was going, we felt like we were growing, we felt like we had friends, and we felt like the space was safe. It was safe to come back and share your celebration moments. It was safe to say, well, this is what I've been going through. It's safe to cry. The campmates made it really safe for us to be ourselves.
A really nice bunch this year.
Yeah.
And there was a respect as well. That's what I loved. There was a respect because normally with celebrities, they're all vying for the camera. There was a lot of. It didn't feel like that. It felt like there was no cameras. I felt like you lot didn't feel the cameras there.
We forgot. And when we came out, we were like, oh my gosh, did they air that? we completely forgot. You only remembered when you were in the trials because you can see them and maybe they restart stuff. But when you're in camp, it started to feel like home and we just relaxed. I mean, the Rev was farting all the time, so we really relaxed.
Was he?
Yeah.
You know the rest.
love it.
You know the rest relaxed.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. But you've got to relax, haven't you?
Right, we've got to talk about trials.
Oh, my word.
So what was the worst trial for you?
For me, the worst trial, I would say, had to be the sarcophagus.
I watched that live. It was so good.
Awful. It was like you was like
buried alive. You are buried alive, and then they have everything that they chucking in, but you can't go down because the soil is there and it's holding you. And then usually we all learn to close our eyes and it doesn't exist. But you have to look at the star, and then the ants and the scorpions and the crickets, they all want to come inside your mouth.
Are you getting bitten at all when these things happen?
Like,
that the
look
ants?
at my legs, look at my legs.
Is that from all the ants?
That's all the ants, all the mosquitoes.
And it's actually scarred
They're
you.
actually scarred.
And it's the idea that they just go, don't worry, that'll heal.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, God,
They're
that's horrible.
Australian. They're like, you'll deal with it. It's fine. It's normal. Move on.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that.
Let's have a look.
Wonderful experience.
How are you feeling? It's getting quite compressed in there.
Very tight.
Question number 5 before we ask it, Rangers. Joining you there now are scorpions. Getting pretty full in the head box.
That's beachworms going in with you now.
There's something in here. Oh, my God.
There was so much stuff in there.
I know. You told me.
I love the way the boys sell it like it's the best thing ever. Oh, some beachworms going. Oh, lovely stuff.
But they've got to keep describing it, otherwise it would be rubbish to watch because you wouldn't know what was going on.
Like it's the nicest thing in the world.
I know. It's so good.
And I think with that, what I did, because I thought I was being clever, I wore a bandana so that they wouldn't come in.
Did that help?
No, they actually went in and they got stuck in because I made it so tight. And
my
so when
gosh.
they spoke to me, I was like, I can't hear you. There's an ant in my ear. So yeah, they go everywhere.
It was interesting how you kept so controlled throughout the trials, and at the end, that's when you let out the frustration. That's when you would scream. That's when you would go crazy. What was you in the zone when you were doing them?
I think another thing that you learn is to focus. Otherwise, you don't get the job done. Otherwise, the campmates are starving, and we've been at the end of people not eating. It's not nice. Those rice and beans are not the best. So I felt like I had a responsibility, and I was the chef, so I had to feed the kids.
Did you like cooking in there?
I don't know how to cook, and I don't cook, but nobody needs to know that.
I bet you're cooking
I
now,
could chop.
though.
Now oh my gosh, my husband is asking me, what do I do with this? I was like, I got you.
All those jobs give you purpose in there, I suppose.
You need something.
They pass the time.
Yeah.
And you are right. I mean, people really opened up, which is, you know, you always, like you said, you forgot you're on television.
Yeah.
You were like a shoulder to cry on for many people. That's what the boys said, that ray of sunshine.
It was weird because I didn't intend to be. It wasn't something that I went in thinking would happen. But you know, when your friend doesn't look like themselves anymore and they've got tears in their eyes, you can either ignore them or you can just be like, let's just go away and then we have that conversation. Or if you need me to stay here, that's what I'll do.
I loved when Melvin said, can you just stay?
Yeah.
Just stay.
Such a nice
stay
guy,
with us.
He's
so
such a nice,
beautiful.
and I think I was extra protective over Melvin because I know him and I know how sensitive he is. He's really strong, but when you get him down, it takes a lot to get him down. So I just wanted to be there for him every step of the way because he was that for me.
Yeah.
So we would just have a conversation with eyes, and we're like, if you know, you know.
You knew. Yeah. What was it like when your husband Marius came in? What was that moment like? Because what do they say to you? Do they say just go down to the creek?
No,
How does it work?
They said OT. So they've been doing this to me every day. They're like, something's wrong with your mic. You need to go back and go fix your mic, go change your mic. So I was like, I was actually bickering, like, why do I have to go down these stairs and then upstairs? This is so much. And then when I saw him, I think my heart just exploded.
Let's have a look. It's such a nice moment.
Oh, my God.
Look, I brought you something.
You brought me something?
Check my pocket.
You sure?
Just do it.
You sure?
Yeah, that's it.
What did she bring me?
She was wearing this yesterday. Yeah. Okay. It's okay.
Making me cry.
How lovely.
Yeah.
How lovely is it to see your baby again?
Oh, my word. She hugged me and she didn't let me go. I haven't let her go. We literally just sleep now holding each other like this.
Beautiful.
Be honest, when he said, I've got something here for you, did you sort of think it was going to be chocolate?
No, I thought it was. I don't know
Or
what
just
I
any
thought.
food?
Yeah, I thought.
My wife was there and she'd have got Casper's T-shirt. I mean, oh, that's really nice. Do you have a Mars bar?
They're not allowed to bring in food. I think many of them tried, but no. And no, it was amazing.
Do you think that experience has changed you?
100%. 100%.
In what way?
I think being in there, it made it okay to be who I am and not feel insecure, even if people are going to judge us. We've learned that it's okay. You know, we want to be in this business. It will happen. But as long as I have the people around me that I love and trust, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
I just feel more...
Such a wise soul, Ojima.
You really are.
It only took 3 weeks in the jungle to get me there.
No, you're a wise soul anyway. And I'm very excited about Viva Carnival, which is happening next year, isn't it? So you've got to straight into the rehearsals for that, I suppose.
That's it. That's the next big thing. Dancing on Ice and then tour.
Well,
so lovely to see you.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me now?
Still not talking to you.
The Coming Out show is on tonight, which is going to be good as well. ITV1, ITVX, 9 p.m. I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. I can't wait for that so we can see what actually were happening behind the scenes. Thank you, Oti.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and we'll see you in the morning.
But Pepsi and Shirley join us now. Lovely to see you both. Thank you for coming in. I can't quite believe, Pepsi, that it's 40 years old.
40 years, and it feels like yesterday.
Does it?
You know? Yeah, well, the fact that we went back and we relived some of the moments with our old friends from the original video, it was just like we just sort of fell right back in again. But this time we got to appreciate Sasfe, the place that we actually filmed it. And it was full of giggles still, lots of fun. The community came out to sing the song with us, and there was an unveiling of a statue, a monument, would you believe? And it's just been so, so special.
But it hasn't dated. Like the video, the song hasn't dated and the video hasn't dated.
Some of the hair might have a little.
I don't know. I was trying to recreate a little. It's part of their Christmas now, and I'm sure once I do have grandchildren, it'll be part of their Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just never know. But obviously, working with George Michael, it's going to be a success, whatever he did.
What was lovely and is hearing when you all talk about it, and I think Shirley, you've said this that George just loved having his friends with him. And the reason there's this great camaraderie, and maybe one of the reasons that there's such an enduring joy from the video is you all were just mates. George got his mates to come along. He's like, do you want to come and work? I'll pay you and you can come and be in the pop video.
Yeah, one of the girls that I've known since I was 16, Cheryl, I hadn't seen her for years and years. So we met when we all went back to South Bay. Yeah. And you look around and you think it's so amazing to have these friends. And we just laugh. There's nothing like going, you know, being with your old friends, just laughing. And that is what the video was about. And that's what George loved, because also this business can be quite lonely. So I think he was quite clever, like bringing his mates and having everyone around him.
Yeah. And when you sit around that table, that's actually real wine and real
wine. There was no acting involved in that moment.
You were just having a lovely... Andrew just got more and more sauce.
Yes, as he admits to that. But there's a scene where I'm putting plates on the table, these huge plates. There was no food. There was never any food.
Just the booze.
We've been asked, so what did you eat? And we're like, we don't remember.
They forgot to give us food.
Yeah. And the other thing that Shelley was saying, because Sass Fee is quite... I mean, as a resort, did you sort of appreciate where you were?
No, not at the time.
No.
No, because as I say, you're just picked. You're these
it was just another location.
Really, you're picked up, put in a car. That's your, and you don't get to see anything.
But we did.
So this time we did.
We did walk out. We did have moments where Shirley and I we linked arms with our boots, and we're all like really
on the second
insulated from the cold, and we just walked around the village, and
beautiful.
it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
But it's also those moments in the video that you absolutely remember, right? Even without seeing it again, like where you're having the snowball fight.
Yeah.
And George has got his hood up.
There's a reason for that.
It's vanity,
There's a reason for that.
Well, not vanity, bless him, because he was known for his gorgeous blow-dried hair. And when it got the snowball, it went so curly.
Because the thing is, like, don't throw any snowballs. Don't throw it at George. So what do? You just do the opposite and you just throw.
That's the problem with getting your mates in. They won't listen to the director.
They're going to bring him down.
So that was why he had to wear the hood, essentially.
Thank God he had that big hood, because that's a beautiful shot of him, I think, with all the fur around his face.
But that shot's reversed, because what happens is we throw it at him and all the rest of it. And then the thing is, there's a moment where he puts the hood on. So, in fact, if you watch the video, he sort of does this kind of movement, and they had to reverse it.
So you don't see the curly hair.
So you don't see the curly hair.
You don't see the curly hair. All the little insight and stuff. One of the things that's really joyous about the documentary as well, though, you're talking about your memories of George, and all of us are such massive George Michael fans and Wham fans. And Shelley was saying how much he loved Christmas.
He
because
really
back
did,
then, pre-phones and stuff, he could sort of go out, unrecognisable, you could all go out and do your carol singing.
We did the carol singing. We only knew, none of us knew a whole carol. So we'd do this medley, like... And they'd say,
jingle bells over and over
and then they'd
again.
say, what else have you got? And we're like, bye, then we'd have to run to the next. But this was in quite nice areas, like Kensington and Knightsbridge.
Of course.
Yeah,
nice
very
classy. And he could just be anonymous with
because I think Christmas was bigger than him. You know, everyone's attention was on Christmas, and he blended in. So that another time he'd love his friends. He always did beautiful parties at his house. His house was beautiful. And as he got older, he would kind of go for the whole street, put Christmas trees in the street and lights. So it was his time of year. So now we just have to enjoy it on his behalf as well.
I think also what comes across is just how generous he was too. There's those moments. We had Bob Geldof on actually a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about how George sung the lines of Last Christmas to Paula as he was like recording Band-Aid, and he knew he'd got this song. But he was going to do Band-Aid.
That is a beautiful moment, because the thing is, you know, Band-Aid was bigger than all of us as well. You know, it was an incredible cause. So there was no point in trying to compete with that. But that moment when he sings the words to the song, he realises, look, you know, but that shows confidence as well.
Yeah.
He knew he'd written a really good Christmas song. However, we had to wait 39 years before it got to #1. But here we are again, sharing it.
Hoping it'll get to #1 again this Christmas, please.
And the royalties still go to Band-Aid, right?
Apparently.
He gave the royalties to Band-Aid.
So he wrote one of the greatest Christmas songs of all time.
With
and because
Stump.
it came out of the same year, he just went, do you know what, you get the royalties for this?
It was good karma, you know. That's why the song stayed around, I think. It's all good.
Amazing job.
And you said as well, Shirley, that it felt like George was with you while you were out there.
Yeah, OK, I've got a bit of a funny story. So I did see a medium last year, and she said to me, oh, he'll be with you in the mountains. And I'm thinking, I don't ski, I don't go to mountains. And then when we're filming, we're up in a mountain, Swiss chalet, all drinking hot chocolate. And I tell everyone about this story of saying, this lady said to me, George, he will be with me in the mountains. And all of a sudden, there was, like all these trees, they all went like dominoes.
Cascading
and you
trees.
see that, they capture that in the documentary, and everyone's face suddenly, like,
and we're like, yo.
He's here.
That's it.
He's
being
here.
mischievous.
Yes, he's around.
Because at the time when the medium said it to you, you had no idea that you were going to be doing it in years' time.
I've got it on tape, because I kept listening back saying, mountains, now how can I, why would I go to mountains? And
but there was lots that went wrong. There was lots that went wrong. We'd be talking about him and the plaque. Like, for instance, when we went down into the village with the community, and there was an unveiling of a statue, a monument to Wham, because they really love the fact that, you know, we still talk about Saas-Fee and Wham is there. And we tried to unveil and everything gets caught. And we're like, this is George. And you know he'd be laughing. Yeah. You know he'd be just giggling, like, and just thinking it was the most amusing thing. So he was with us.
That's the thing I think I miss most about him, is his sense of humour, laughing with him like that. And he could really laugh at himself.
Yeah.
And that was always like what was so attractive, that someone who, that huge star, would just take the mickey out of himself.
Yeah.
So
it is those moments in the doc, actually, where it's like he was hugely talented and just brilliant. But he was also the guy who was like on the plane with his mates in the tracksuit, laughing and joking.
Of course.
What's your most memorable moment of him?
Oh, for me, it's when we were younger. Like, that's... you know, he became George Michael, but it wasn't George Michael in my sense. To me, it was my friend who I'd really loved, and laughing with him, his sense of humour.
Yeah.
And he would always say, Peps. He'd always start. It's the way he used to say Peps.
Yeah.
And he would say, Peps, do you remember? And he'd break down. He would never get to the point, and we'd just laugh. And I miss that. I miss that a lot.
Just fab. The documentary is absolutely amazing. We loved it, didn't we?
It's gorgeous. And I mean, like the other documentary that you did for Netflix, which was so joyous and was so fabulous, because there's quite a lot of anthology documentaries that seem quite full of angst and drama and trauma, but there's nothing about that with Wham, with you four, with Andrew as well. And it's similarly with this. It's just a great way of celebrating an amazing moment in time.
Absolutely. Very emotional, though.
Time for family and friends. Yeah, perfect.
It's perfect.
We loved it. Thank you both for coming and sharing.
Thank you.
Love you
very much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, too right. You can watch Wham! Last Christmas Unwrapped on Saturday, 8:35 on BBC Two.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.
Friend behaves the way they do. Well, Charlotte Hawkins is on a mission to unravel the mysteries of dog behaviour in her brand new podcast, Leaps and Hounds.
Each week, she gets advice from animal behaviour expert Chris Glover from Dogs Trust. And this week, it's all about doggy phobias.
Lovely to see you both. Thank you for coming in.
It's great to be here. Happy birthday, we should just say.
Different sofa, but it's nice to see you.
I know.
Does it feel weird?
It's been a little while.
It feels lovely. I did see Charlotte at the Carol concert, the Princess Royal Carol concert last week.
I heard. No, you were naughty.
You completely stitched me up.
Tell them what you did.
No, there was a free seat next to me, and I offered it to Charlotte. So come on, sit down. It turns out that it wasn't free at all. It was Tom and Giovanna Fletcher's.
Which I suspect you knew. You said, come and sit here. And I said, are you sure it's not taken? You said, no, sit here, it's fine. Then obviously it was when Tom Fletcher came rushing over saying, I think you'll find that's my seat.
Much of the amusement of me and all the people sitting around as well who knew that they were sitting there.
So the question I'd like to ask is, when are you actually going to start acting your own?
That's very fair, Charlotte.
I would say never. Look who's over here.
Less about me. Let's talk a little bit about Tink, who has come with you, a Chihuahua Terrier cross. Now, Tink, I understand, has an unexpected fear, Chris, of wheelie bins.
So she used to be really quite worried about wheelie bins. When I first took her on from a Dogs Trust in Harefield, and we worked her through it. So the first or second sort of walk that I took her on happened to be wheelie bin day, which is always a little bit sort of scary anyway. So there was a line of wheelie bins outside the house. I took her outside. She was already a little bit sort of cautious about being outside because she'd only been with me a couple of days, and was really quite worried about the wheelie bin that was parked outside, which happened to be my wheelie bin, which was parked outside the entrance to my house. So, yeah, and it sort of got me thinking about the fact that when we consider things like wheelie bins, we think of them as being things that we put rubbish in.
Yeah.
And we know it's a wheelie bin, but actually, from a dog's perspective, it's just a big, scary thing that happens to be outside once a week. Can make quite a thundering noise if it's moved and it's empty. Also, sometimes moves on its own as well. And it doesn't seem to have any purpose. So from a dog's perspective, it actually just being outside and only being there once a week and not really having any purpose can be actually quite scary for them.
So Tink was intimidated or had a little bit of a phobia about it, but you've managed to help.
Absolutely.
Them with the issue?
Yeah, so the first thing I did is, I think when we have a dog that is experiencing a fear of something, sometimes it's good just to give them a bit of a break from it. Now, fortunately, Wheelie Bin Day was 6 days then in the future, which was absolutely great. So it gave me a little bit of opportunity just to get her exposed to the wheelie bin, but while it was next to the house.
Right.
So familiar environment, I'm quite lucky. I can actually lock my driveway, so it means that I could have her off lead. I just scattered a few treats around. I played ball with her. So it gave her time to be able to see the wheelie bin, know that it was nothing to be worried about, but not to put that pressure on her. Because I think we are very keen sometimes when we've got a dog and we recognise that they've got a worry about something, we want to fix it. And sometimes that desperation to get something sorted means that we don't give them that time to sort of just reduce that stress, take a little bit of a pause and then make a plan on how we're going to address it.
And Charlotte, this is what basically your podcast is all about, leaps and hands. So basically you take, and it's in great little bite-sized chunks, actually. It's brilliant. So you take a dog with a bit of a problem, whatever that is, whether it's jumping up and down, whether it's wheelie bins, whether it's stealing food, and then you talk and you explain how to kind of go around the problem.
Yeah, so we wanted to do a podcast that was just going to give people these top tips on certain behaviour issues because, you know, I'm a massive dog lover. Dogs can bring us so much joy. I'm an ambassador for the Dogs Trust, and there are so many dogs that are being handed back because of unwanted behaviours, because owners just can't cope with it. And we thought, actually, if we could just have a really sort of simple series where people could get top tips on things like you say, jumping up, barking, recall, whatever it is. So we go through all of that in the podcast, and we have a rescue dog that sort of demonstrates the behaviour each week. And just to try to make sure that actually with just a few tips from Chris, who's the expert on all of this, that, you know, you can make a real difference and actually get the best out of your dog to make sure that, you know, you have a great member of the household who's not doing something that's, you know, annoying or frustrating behaviour.
And it's amazing because when we have Graham on, the dog father, Graham Hall, he gives you a little tip and you suddenly go, actually, that's really sensible. Of course, that's almost obvious. But it's not until you hear somebody say it that you work out that that's what you need to do. So what does the Dogs Trust actually do?
So the Dogs Trust, so they rescue dogs. I mean, they get, at the moment, they're inundated with calls, actually, from people. Rescue centres are full to the brim, whether it's cost of living crisis or whether it's unwanted behaviour. So they would take in those dogs and aim to rehome them, to be able to get them back out in people's homes where they should be. They've got a behaviour support line as well for people who are having difficulties with behaviour. And, you know, a lot of times it is, I was talking to Chris about it, it's about understanding what your dog is thinking at the same time. Chris was talking there about what happens, what's going through a dog's head when it sees a wheelie bin. And, you know, one of the episodes we did was on barking, for example. And, you know, you'll sort of probably, if you've got a dog that barks a lot, you think, it's driving me nuts, why does it keep barking the whole time? But actually, if you listen to what it's saying, and Chris is great at this because she is absolutely fluent in dog, then actually they've got different types of barks. Sometimes they're excited and they're saying, you know, oh, I want to do something, or this looks great fun. Sometimes they want breakfast, that's a different type of bark. Sometimes they're scared, that's a different type of bark altogether. And if you can understand that, then you can understand how to work with them to be able to sort of lessen it being a problem in your house.
Yeah.
It's a lovely podcast. We had some viewers' questions. We ran out of time, but maybe we can get you to record them and we'll put them on the app.
That's a great idea.
Because there's some brilliant things here. Charlotte's seagull feathers terrify her pup. Tracy's dog is scared of Christmas crackers.
Understandable.
Tracy, the dog, is afraid of grass. And Sam says she can't burp or hiccup around her dog. Sam, that might be your issue, not the dog's. But a few things. If we could get you to record those and we'll put them on the app, because there's loads of really interesting things, especially around Christmas when everybody and all the families around. You want the dog to be a part of it, not sort of causing any issues.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
coming
much
in.
for joining us.
So that helpline for behaviour, is it just for dogs?
Oh, well, I know. I think
well?
I'll forward you the number. Don't you worry. I'm sure they can do something about yours.
Lovely to see you both.
Thank
It was
you.
great to meet Tinker.
Enjoy the rest of your birthday.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.